Okay, welcome everyone. Dirty Diodes back after a long hiatus. Deciding to try and stream on YouTube tonight instead of Twitch. So we're gonna give this a go and see what happens. But let me get a couple things taken care of real quick. Streaming, okay, it's looking good. I know I'm moving all around. Um, let's do that. Okay. I'm going to hop into the game. Give this a go. So, yeah, thank you everyone for checking me out here. We've got a nice little line sitting on the tarmac here that we're going to take off and go and try to shoot some things. But I'm going to go ahead and just do an auto start sequence. It's been a while since I've really flown much of the Hind, or let alone anything actually. So, gonna be a little bit of a learning curve here, but
Отказала
we'll
основная
definitely make it work.
гидросистема. Лог РИ-65 исправен. Отказал насос расходного бака. Отказал генератор.
So I'm gonna go ahead and arm myself with some of the tandem warhead missiles we've got here, and then one pod of high explosives, and then we'll have the door gunner on the left here. So we'll go ahead and let this ramp up. It does take a little bit. Let's go ahead and see what else we can do here. So give me a second. I'm getting some notifications here for the stream. So again, I know it's going to be a little rough here to start with the stream, but we'll get things tuned in here. Let's see, it says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. So enough video. Okay, let's see if I can modify that here. Output. Yeah, I'm wondering if that's what you guys are seeing. That looks pretty horrible. We'll give it a go here. I can always stop and start back again. So, right now we're sitting in the, I've got a little server going here. I've got the Nevada map, as you guys can probably tell, with beautiful Las Vegas. And open up the F10. We're gonna fly out north, east a little bit here. And I've got some roadblock here, some targets we're gonna try to hit. And then depending on how that goes, we can try again. I've got some more targets out here to the east, as well as down by the dam. So we can definitely see how this goes and have a little fun here. So again, I apologize if the stream is a little bad here. I gotta definitely get my settings tuned. So I think what I'm gonna do is we'll do one run with the north bad guys as is here, and then I'll check my stream and start back again with some different settings here. In any case, still starting up. Let's see, get some of my settings going here. Gotta for sure turn on the fan for good luck. I've got a lot of the buttons here on the control panel, switches. Let's see here, I've got these bound to a button box here, but basically we want to turn our sight on. This switch here, we want to turn up to auto. That is, what we call it here. Stop moving on me. Sight mode switch. So basically if you don't have that in auto, your sight won't move with you. You want the sync to unsync unless you've got a moving target. I'm not quite certain how that works, but it does. Not for me. Okay, so range, we want to go to auto. And then burst here, I like medium, but you can set that to whatever you want. Generally, that's for the rockets and the big 30mm on the side. I think, oh, what's this guy here? Oh, that's the machine gun, the 30mm rate. So I'll have that on high for now. Sometimes I like it low to kind of snipe targets as they're coming in view. It won't judder the helicopter quite as much. Let's see. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna arm fire control here just because I'm also gonna get weapons spun up here. So I'm gonna, let's see, decrease, I like to decrease this lamp right here a bit. When you have both reticules here, this one in front, the regular cross, that's going to react to your maneuvering and whatnot, and it's dependent on the weapons you have selected. And so this other one is fixed, and so I like to make that fixed one just barely visible, so I can actually see what I'm doing a little bit better there. So I could have just done this too. Down a bit. Okay, so are we? Yeah, I think we're started up. Double check outside, make sure everything's looking good. We did not get rearmed. Go ahead and do that right now.
Request refueling. Request rearming.
Don't know if that didn't take the first time. Another thing is with the auto start, for some reason it doesn't like to turn on the map movement. Now, I don't know if the map moves anyways, and I've just never left it off, but I like to have that on just in case. Let's see what else. There's lots of fun things in here, but I think that's all we need for right now. You know, you got things set up pretty close to right when you can switch this switch here. You can get these lights to change depending on what you've got. It's just a little tidbit of information there. Okay, go over in the middle of rearming. See the door gunner there.
Rearming complete.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take off. So I like to do vertical takeoff. Not the best at right now because again it's been a while, but go ahead and give it a try. I'm going to increase my, actually hold on, let me make sure these guys are set in the middle. Okay, let me go ahead and give it some throttle, or some collective I should say. Give it some anti-torque. If you do it right, knock on wood, take off. You just don't want to have the torque get ahead of you as you up the collective, because otherwise you start spinning and then you get out of control. But if you take it nice and easy, you can actually kind of feather it in pretty well here. Okay, raising the gear.
Commander, weapons ready.
Weapons are ready. We're going to do a little flyby of downtown here. Actually stayed in the Luxor a few months ago. was fun. Definitely looks like a pyramid on the inside. Fly by here. So that tone you heard there was low altitude warning, the radar altitude. So that generally like to adjust that a bit. There's a knob here. You can move this little caret. I tend to get a little lower than I probably should. The helicopter. But yeah, turning that down like I did there makes it not go off as often. Okay, so we're gonna follow this road here out of town. They do have a maximum speed behind, like you do on all aircraft. And I forgot exactly what it was, but I try to stay down below 35. Should be 350 knots? Kilometers per hour? Something. 35 units is what I like to stay below. But if you start going above that, you actually start stalling out your seating edge of the rotor blade, I think is the way to put it. And basically you start to like veer off to the side and crash. And so the way to get out of that is to actually pull up, and you can reduce your collective. But you gotta like use your forward momentum to pull up out of it to reduce your airspeed, so you can get your rotor blades back out of the stall. That's at least my understanding of that. I'm sure someone more technical can do that in a better way, but yep, that's one thing to keep in mind. Definitely something that was tripping me up the first several attempts that I had at the hind here. Another thing you gotta be careful of is not dropping out of the sky too quickly if you're in a hover, because that's the other thing. You can stall out your blades in the downwash. I'm probably gonna butcher that explanation too, but basically the if you start going down too quickly, you get in your own downwash and you can't get enough lift to pull out of it. So if you're hovering, you definitely want to take a look to make sure you're not going down too quickly. Sun's definitely coming up. I believe bad guys are in that direction. We're going to come in from the west. I found that I like to actually get a little high if I know that it's not like contested airspace. I don't know, like a nuke and take me out of the sky, or I see something shooting me down. I do like to get up a little bit high, start a little bit far out, and then I feel like the hind is more suited for kind of running and gunning, so I like to actually do like an attack run, fire off a couple missiles, and then kind of dive out of the way and go back before you get too close to anything bad, and then rinse and repeat. So that's what we're going to try today, if I remember. Yeah, there's the bad guys over there. So I'm going to open up the Petrovich menu.
Observe on searching.
Yeah, Petrovich start to scan. He's already found some stuff. So let's, I know you guys can't see it, but I've got a little menu here on the side of the screen that can select what we're going to shoot at. I'm going to choose a
Target in sight.
PRDM.
Get me closer, out of range.
Can't remember the exact range you gotta be in. But you do get a little bit uncomfortably close. It's the A10, you know, 8 plus like miles with the Maverick. The goal here is to keep this inner circle in where the bright reticle is that's fixed on the target. And
Target in range.
this is in range. I'm going to push the button
Engaging.
fire. That missile is going to track on in as long as I hold steady. Because that radar
Target destroyed.
is guiding the missile from behind
Target
to
search.
target.
Tracking target. Target in range.
One more time.
Good effects on target.
Okay.
Observe off.
And tell Petrovich to close the shutter. Dive into the left. And what works for me, I like to pick a point on the terrain. So like this riverbed or whatever this is. I'm gonna pick this like little middle fork there. I'm gonna use that as a reference point for me to turn back around and engage the target again. Each time I'll try to do like 1 or 2 missiles and then just circle back to this point. And it tends to keep me out of trouble. If I don't do that, I get a little greedy and I just try to hang on a little bit too long, which means I get a little close and then I usually take something to the face. Curve back around, drop in the collective a bit to lead off some speed, because now that I know where they're at, I can actually
Observe
slow
activated.
down
Looking for targets.
and not even worry if that's below my sight line here. So, Petrovich, he is gonna, let's see, let's take out
Target
the
acquired.
HK
Target in range.
range, so I'm gonna nose down because I have to have that reticle in over the target.
Engaging.
Once it fires, you can slowly come up here. We can actually get back out of view. Okay, looks like it took 50% damage.
Looking for targets. Target acquired.
One more.
In range. Launch. Oh, observe off.
Okay, that's definitely a hit. And come back around. There's our landmark up here. Let's see, I forgot how many. Looks like I got 8. Used 4. Let me go ahead and activate the gunner, sight gunner. So there is something you've got to map. Excuse me. I'm gonna have them pre-fire of short bursts. Again, I know you guys can't see that, but it's off to the side. It's another menu just like the Petrovich menu. Okay, coming around. Let's see what else we got out here.
Observe on. Searching.
And nose up, bleed off some airspeed. Again, I know I'm pretty high. Okay, Petrovich. What do you see for me?
Observe activated. Looking for targets. Target search.
Okay, we're gonna do.
Target acquired. In range.
Shows up as a house, but I believe it's a outpost kind of thing.
Firing.
Actually, fire back.
Target destroyed.
There we go.
Observe off.
Yeah, I definitely am getting lots of screaming on my side monitor here about YouTube. I'm not happy with the bitrate, so I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna finish this off, and then I'll probably try to do this again, or do the east approach like I was talking about here. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit.
Observe on. Searching.
Dodge 1, Tally Infantry at Bulls 355, Fort 11.
Observe on. Searching.
Petrovich.
Tracking target.
Okay, outposts.
Ready to launch.
And then as soon as that hits, I'm gonna switch to
Observe
rockets.
off. Incoming fire. Straight ahead. Hostile ground fire. Straight ahead. Ground fire. Straight ahead.
Let's get above those wires. Okay. You know, I tend to get a little aggressive with the
Hostile
hunt.
ground fire ahead. Ground fire. Straight ahead.
Ah, the selector switch rotated on me, and I went back off of 30. It's selected now, so I should be able just to come over here. We're gonna slide over. That was ugly. It worked. Okay. So let's see if our got any other targets here shoot at us, and I don't see them, but I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna get the side gunner in the action here, see if he shoots at anything. Might have actually taken out most of what's there. It's a pretty good effects on target there. So again, my gunner, he is on free fire. Looks like we got everything. Okay. Well, let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to try to bird down here. And then I'm going to check my stream settings in the stream. Try to start back up here shortly. Wish this guy landed. And gear is down. kind of ugly. That's my problem. I got my headset on slow. So, like I said earlier, you gotta watch your descent. Make sure you're not dropping out of the sky. I believe you can get around 5 for the descent without causing too much issue. And then once you actually slow down to your little crosshairs here, come into play. So we're actually hovering pretty good. Do not ask me how I did that. But we're going to come straight down. Coming down nice. Ground effect. Do a little extra down without bouncing, and cut everything. Woo! How's them apples? There you have it. So, like I said, I'm gonna go tweak some settings. We'll come back and we'll try this again. So, thanks everyone.